Hey everybody, welcome back to Expats. I'm Matt, this is my wife Diane.
And today we're going to be heading to one of France's most stunning and culturally rich regions, Brittany. It is stunning,
Yes,
y'all.
it is.
And whether you are considering retiring here or just curious about life in this unique corner of France, we've got you covered. And stay tuned to the end because we have a property that we'll be showing you as well.
So, where exactly is Brittany? Brittany is located in the northwest section of France. It is located right off the Atlantic coast. Now it's a peninsula which is packed with rugged coastlines, charming towns, and a very proud Celtic heritage.
It's kind of like the Cornwall of France, but it has more sunshine and better food, in my opinion.
Now let's talk money. One of the biggest perks of being in Brittany is the cost of living compared to other French regions.
Good job.
I'm still looking at the camera trying to look happy.
On average, a couple can live comfortably here for about 1,800 to 2,200 euros a month, and that includes rent, groceries, utilities, and dining out.
So if you're coming from the US, that's going to be right around $1,950 to $2,400, and that will definitely stretch further than what you think.
And speaking of food, crepes in Brittany are so affordable that you could usually get a galette, which is a savory crepe, for under 5 euros.
I've seen pictures of them things, and they look good.
They look delicious.
Oh, I was wondering why you hit me.
I didn't hit you, I tapped you.
Okay, you tapped me.
I didn't hit
You still hit me.
God. And housing is surprisingly affordable too. For rentals, a 1-bedroom apartment in a city like Rennes or Quimper might cost you around 500 to 700 euros a month.
Now, if you want to buy a house instead, you can get yourself a countryside house with a little bit of land that could run you anywhere from 150,000 euros to 250,000 euros, depending on your location.
Did you just nod at yourself?
Well,
You nodded at yourself.
yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Oh my gosh.
I nodded.
One of the popular cities in Britain is Rennes, which is the capital, and that is known for urban living, healthcare facilities, and universities.
Now, another city which is considered a historic port city is Saint-Malo. It has beautiful coastlines.
You also have Dinan, which is a beautiful preserved historical town, medieval town with cobblestone streets. In fact, Dinan is one of France's best preserved cities with some of the buildings dating back to the 13th century.
Another city called Vannes is a charming city off the Gulf of Morbihan, and this place is perfect for sailing.
So now let's talk about the weather in Brittany. The weather here is mild, but it is a bit unpredictable. Summers will hover around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 21 degrees Celsius, and the winters stay mild, averaging around 45 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 7 degrees Celsius.
Now, you'll get a fair bit of rain, but that's more or less what keeps the whole area nice, lush, and green. Now think of these misty mornings, cozy afternoons, sitting there by the fire. It's got to give you that romantic feeling, doesn't it?
Yep. And fun fact, Brittany gets more rainbows than just about anywhere else in France because of its coastal climate.
I wonder if at the end of the rainbow there's that little pot of gold.
I've been looking for that all my life.
I thought I was your pot of gold.
Yep.
Now, one of the major pluses about retiring in Brittany and France in general is the top-notch health care. Now, Brittany does have excellent hospitals and clinics, with larger cities like Rennes and Brest offering specialized care.
Yeah, healthcare in Brittany is amazing. They have excellent hospitals and clinics. And in fact, Rennes has some of the best hospitals in Western France.
And Brittany has one of France's highest life expectancies thanks to its healthy lifestyle and its seafood.
And once you're a resident, you can join the French healthcare system, and the costs are way lower than what they are in the US. A doctor's visit will cost you about 30 euros, and much of that will be reimbursed to you.
And out here, they want an arm and a leg.
And your firstborn.
Oh, I forgot all about that firstborn. They took that one a long time ago. Brittany also has a solid public transportation network. Buses and trains connect most of the cities and towns, and Rennes even has a metro.
The TGV high-speed train will get you from Rennes to Paris in about an hour and a half. And if you're planning trips back to the US or other parts of Europe, Brittany's airports in Rennes and Brest offer flights to these major hubs.
Now, buses and trains, they're good for the regional area, but for the rural area, you might want to get a car.
And from Saint Malo, you can take a ferry to England or the Channel Islands. Now, safety is a big concern for retirees, and Brittany is one of the safer regions in France. Crime rates are low, especially compared to larger cities like Paris or Marseille, and petty crime like pickpocketing is rare in smaller towns and coastal areas. And fun fact, Saint Malo was once home to pirates.
Arr.
The corsairs were French privateers who would raid enemy ships.
Now, geopolitically, Brittany it's pretty stable. There aren't major political tensions, or protests like you might see in those bigger cities. Immigration-wise, Brittany doesn't see the high influx of migrants that other parts of France do. It's more relaxed and community-focused.
Yeah, I don't want to just all of a sudden have my hair down like that other couple that stole our thumbnail. Thieves!
It's like her hair is up all in a bun, and then all of a sudden, next little clip, all of a sudden her hair's down. You're like, what happened?
Steal our thumbnail.
She stole our
thievery.
Stole our thunder.
Expats are generally welcomed there. People might be a little more reserved at first, but once you integrate and learn the language, then you will find the locals very friendly and very helpful. Anyone else's washer and dryer sing to you?
Ours does.
Pause break.
Lets us know. Your laundry's done. You need to either take it out
Get
or
up.
switch it over. Now, let's break it on down.
No.
Now, let's break down the visa process. If you're coming from the U.S., more than likely you're going to be starting with the long stay visa, visa de long séjour.
Now, some of the things that you will be required to have for the long stay visa are a valid passport. You will also need to show proof of income of around 1,350 euros per month per person, or around $1,450 per person. You will also need health insurance covering you for at least a year.
And don't forget, you also have to have a clean criminal background and proof of accommodations there in France. Now, once you arrive there in France, you're going to have to validate your visa within 3 months. And after that, you can apply for the carte de séjour, which is the residency permit, through your local prefecture. It is a bit of paperwork, but it is doable.
Now, Brittany has many festivals year-round. The Festival Interceltique in Lorient is massive. Think Celtic music, dancing, and food from across the Celtic nations.
There's also the Fête de la Saint-Jean, which is a midsummer bonfire festival, and the quirky Fête de l'Oignon, which is in Roscoff. And yes, it is an onion festival. Only in France, right?
You can't talk about Brittany without mentioning food. Crepes and galettes are a staple. Galettes are savory and they're made with buckwheat flour.
And there you go with the staples again.
Yeah.
And don't forget about the seafood. Brittany's famous for oysters. They're famous for mussels and lobster. Plus, their local cider, they say it goes just perfect with all that food.
And now we're going to put in an example of a home in the Brittany area so that you can see what the homes go for and what they look like. Okay guys, here is an example of a home that we found in the Brittany area.
Now this is going to be a stone farmhouse. It is 122 square meters, which comes out to approximately 1,310 square feet. The land is showing as 1,596 square meters, which comes out to 17,080 square feet, which is just a little under half an acre. This place has 3 bedrooms, has a toilet, a shower room. It has 2 stone buildings with it, which they use for storage. And it also does have a fireplace for heating.
Okay, so here we go. Not to hit this. All right, so here's the outside of it. Super cute.
Now the one thing it does have right there on the stair, it has your lift for the ones that have trouble getting up and down the stairs.
Us.
Not yet.
Not yet, but we will be there one
Could
day.
be.
But yeah, this is a very cozy living room. Little nook.
I love them stone walls and the way that all that is.
So pretty. And here's your kitchen. Small, but very cute.
It does have the gas range.
Yeah, I have to have one of those.
And that's showing the stairs with that stair lift.
That's amazing.
This is one of the bedrooms.
Look at the TV that they have mounted on the wall up there. It's not a flat screen TV or anything.
It's a box TV.
Oh, that's
Wonder if it's a tube.
a tube. Flip the tube. There's your bathroom.
There's part of the bathroom.
Another bedroom. Very bright. Another one. I love that. And there is the outside of the house.
That looks like the back part of the house. Yeah. And that's one of the stone buildings right there that they use for their storage.
Yeah.
Now this is all the pictures there are. Wish we had more, but that's all they had.
It's still super cute though.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that's Brittany. What do you guys think? Leave us a comment down below and let us know if you've been or what you think about Brittany. We were watching a bunch of videos on Brittany recently, and it is stunning, y'all. It is beautiful.
I had been watching some videos prior to, and I guess she didn't hear me whenever I was talking about how it really looked.
I don't ignore him when he talks.
And we got to watching several videos the other night, and it was like one of those things where she says she gets the, what do you say?
To get the fuzzies.
Yeah, she gets the fuzzies about it and gets real excited.
It was beautiful.
It was. It still is.
You know, it's affordable. The climate is a little iffy because
it's mild.
Yeah, it's not freezing cold, but you know, it does rain a lot, like they said. But that's what makes it so pretty when the spring comes. So you'd have to deal with the rain, which that's fine. But no, I think it's beautiful. Every video that I saw, I was just shocked at how pretty it was. And I told him it reminded me of how I used to feel when I would see videos of Sicily, that we would just be sitting here watching videos and you would hear me just like, stop it. Oh my gosh, stop. It's so pretty. And it's the same. I mean, it is gorgeous there.
Yeah, it almost looks like the way they do it on the videos on TV. It almost looks like anywhere you're at in Brittany, you can see coastline. That's the way it looked. But I know that you've got the inland, and that is just as beautiful.
It is, and just the fact that it is affordable, and it has the types of houses that I like, which pretty much all of France does. But yeah, I could definitely see the Brittany area as a place where we could end up.
One of the first things I thought whenever I first saw the videos on Brittany, I was thinking, no, this is going to be too expensive. You know, and then the more I got to looking into it, and then looking at the housing and the cost of living and everything, it was actually pretty dang affordable, and it's actually one of my favorite places.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are more affordable places for sure, but I mean, it's just stunning. Mm-hmm. I just think it's gorgeous.
But if there are people out there that are living in Brittany, we would love to hear from you.
Absolutely.
As to how you like it, and you know, what is it that you like about it and everything else, because you know that all it does is help us out on trying to get the information out there.
Absolutely. And you also let us know if you like the house that we picked and put in here today too. And there's also going to be a link for that house for the listing in the description, so we'll have that there for you as well. And don't forget to like this video, share with a friend, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when our next video will be up, which will be next Friday at 3 p.m. Central. So y'all have a great week, and we will see you then.
Aviento.